like right now, we're going live to David Karnes, and
Right.
he has Goose Pond behind him, but I don't see any action.
Not as active.
Oh, there's a car.
Watch people boating and fishing.
It
They're
looks kind
fishing.
of serene, which is good.
Yeah, nothing is quite as active as somebody scoring a run live on television as you're doing the report, but we do have some exciting stuff in the works coming up tomorrow. Goose Pond, Scottsboro, Alabama, looking serene. Clouds, but no rain to go along with it. We're okay with that. We don't need the rain, and boy, you better believe we're going to get plenty of it as we make our way through. So, quick look at the radar. There you go, looking at nothing on the radar. Not going to see much for the rest of the evening. I'll reserve about a 10% chance of a pop-up shower or storm, but most of you won't see a drop. We're at 83 in Chattanooga, Lafayette, 82 in Dalton. Spotty shower, maybe a rumble of thunder tonight, and then the big deal is going to be tomorrow night. We're going to see severe storms likely Tuesday night, followed by cooling and lower humidity for the rest of the week. You will love your Wednesday through Friday and even into Saturday also. Severe weather outlook, well, here we go. We're at an enhanced 3 out of 5 severe weather potential. It changes to a slight risk for our eastern communities. The big deal is going to be the potential for damaging wind gusts in excess of 60 miles per hour. I do think that's going to be a widespread issue that we will be dealing with, so be ready for those gusty to damaging winds. I would be ready for power outages at your home, definitely. Hail, 15% risk of hail, and of course, the big one that we're looking at is a slightly elevated risk of tornadic activity, 5% to 10% risk. We are paying close attention to that. So let's take a look at what we call the severe weather tracker. This shows where lightning, hail, and wind shear, which wind shear is one of several elements involved in creating tornadic activity. So we put that on there just to show how bad it might be. Not much going on for tonight, tomorrow through the day. This is about 8:45. The yellow is lightning, the pink is hail, and these streaks are where we will have some fairly strong wind shear moving through. Again, not an indicator of tornadoes, just an indicator of one of the ingredients. Definitely an indicator that we're going to see some strong winds. And look at that light show that we're going to be seeing late Tuesday night into the overnight hours. After 2 a.m., we're going to see everything pushing out of the picture. So we'll go through it with our future cast. And again, tonight, a couple of spotty showers, maybe a rumble of thunder. I'm leaving that potential in there so we have that stationary boundary sitting on top of us. And then overnight, again, maybe a drop or two. Here comes the strong stuff, though. We're going to get pretty hot and humid through Tuesday afternoon. No rain, though, through 5 o'clock. And then about 8 o'clock, notice we have some of these little supercells trying to develop in northeast Alabama, working their way through. This is 10 o'clock. And then you're going to start to see that heavy stuff working its way in, again, late Tuesday night into the midnight hour, about 1 a.m. moving into the Blue Ridge Mountains, and then 2 a.m. finally pushing its way out of the picture, and that cooler air sets up behind that front. So storm alert weather day for the storms between 8 p.m. and 2 a.m. for your Tuesday night. Wednesday, 81 for the high as that humidity begins to drop, and then look at this, highs in the 70s, lows in the low 50s, and some I think will be in the upper 40s by Friday and Saturday. And then 75, beautiful on Saturday. Not bad Sunday, 77 and a chance of a few showers. And then storms, again, a good possibility next Monday.